At Dinosaur Adventureland in Lenox, Alabama, July the 7th, 2023. And before the rumors get around, I need to dispel all the rumors. Brady gave me a new coffee cup. As they do all the research for these things, I have to read through all the atheist websites about these animals. I feel like I'm drinking out of the potty, but... Okay, let's see. Tonight, Komodo dragons. We're the folks who believe God ought to get the glory for his creation. You can get us on Rumble and Odyssey and a whole bunch of places. Genesis Baptist Church on YouTube. DrDino.com. D-R-D-I-N-O. Okay. Oh, we're on all these things too, whatever they are. We're coming to you live from Genesis Baptist Church in Lenox, Alabama. Bible said, go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways. All through the Bible, he tells us to consider different animals or different plants. Why would I consider an ant? Oh, they teach you how to work hard. Consider the lilies, Jesus said. Consider the ravens. We've been going through all kinds of different plants and animals and how they reproduce. God said they'd bring forth after their kind. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of mangoes. Might have had a common ancestor called a mango. Okay? They bring forth after their kind. Anywhere between 2,000 and 7,000 kinds of apples. Might have had a common ancestor called an apple. Okay? So we give tours at Dinosaur Adventureland. We give 4 tours right now. The outside tour, the safari tour that I give on the Jeep, and love doing that thing. Got about 100 stops with cool science lessons with a spiritual application. Then we give the Science Center tour, 12,000 square feet, our Science Center tour. And we give the farm tour with all the different animals, all kinds of stuff to see on our farm. Each animal teaches a science lesson with a spiritual application. And we give a playground tour with all kinds of fun stuff on the playground. The long-neck liftosaurus, the trampoline, the slides, all kinds of activities you can do. And learn more than just swing on a swing. This is my own circle swivel spring swingosaurus. How many have tried that one? Have you tried that one? One time? Once, yeah. Had that kid on there today. I thought he loved it for a few minutes. Okay, let's see. We have all kinds of activities, the climbing wall, the slides, the swings. 4 tours. We have make our super airplanes. My record's 420 feet. Yeah. They go all the way to the ground if you do it right. Yeah, okay. We have all kinds of activities to teach. There's the long neck liftosaurus, where you teach a lesson about you sit in the seat and pull yourself up with a block and tackle. Sometimes you get discouraged and nobody cares. Nobody, ever been there before? Nobody cares. You got encouragers. The Bible says David encouraged himself in the Lord. But we're looking to start 2 more tours, believe it or not. We're looking for a mature, soul-winning, independent, temperamental, fundamental, right-wing, radical, chicken-eating, Baptist, KJV, hardworking, outgoing person or couple with a lot of experience with plants of all kinds. To develop a whole new series of our greenhouse tour here about our farm, greenhouse, gardens, to give science-based evangelistic tours when visitors come. We'll give you a Jeep or a side-by-side and say, take this group around and teach them all about the plants. Okay, we have 2 greenhouses. I don't know why they call them green. They're not green, but we have gardens and we have landscaping needs to be done. So we'd like a mature couple that wants to help down here. We're also looking for a mature soul-winning couple or single to come down and take care of all the animals. You become the animal expert. That's Turbo, our African spurred tortoise. We have a Tennessee fainting goat, all kinds of chickens and all kinds of animals to take care of, the aquariums. We just need someone to say, that's my ministry. I'm not just going to feed the animals. I'm going to preach these animals to people. Yeah, everybody. Learn something about them. So tour number 6, we're looking for someone to take care of the animals and do that. If you're interested, give us a call. Send in a resume and some pictures and some references we can call your pastor and see if you want to fit into our Dinosaur Adventureland ministry. Okay, you can help us stay open for free by joining our 777 Club. Go to DrDino.com. Say, I want to help you guys. If you can't come and help, then pay for those who are coming. We don't pay them much, but we got to feed them and house them. It costs us a fortune around here. Let's see, make any checks to CSE. Okay, get our video series. I highly recommend get some of these and give them out to your neighbors, friends, enemies, atheists. Tell them, I'll give you 20 bucks if you watch one. Nah, okay, 50 bucks. 5,000, 2 billion. At some point they will agree, I promise you, okay? Then go back and negotiate the price when you're done. Okay, get our video series on what's about to happen, for heaven's sake, or our book, Whoa, what on earth does the Bible say is coming? Folks, we're headed for tribulation time. Okay. We've had a 2007 Jeep Wrangler that we'd love, and I give tours on it all the time. We'd like to get another one just like it. We can do some horse trading to get one. We have a 2013 Silverado 4-door truck. with a brand new $6,000 transmission. We just did some swapping for the fancy Jeep we had for the truck from Peacock Joe in New Mexico. Can't believe Big Will and Garrett drove that thing all the way to New Mexico, swapped for the truck and brought it back. So if you'd like to have a truck and you got an old Jeep, you want to do some swapping, the truck is worth probably $14,000, $15,000. It's got a brand new transmission, 4-door Silverado truck. So we're doing swapping. Or we'd like to swap our Yanmar side by side for a Jeep. You know, anybody, or just sell it if you know anybody wants to buy one of these. The Yanmar's got a dump bed, 6-passenger, and we'd like to sell that. Here's a Jeep Wrangler for $14,000, so that's about what they go for at that year model. That's got a lot of miles on it. Okay, here's a 07 with still 180,000 miles. There's a one for $30,000 if you really want to help us out, and it's yellow. It would match the other one. I think that. Let's pray about it. He said that's God's will right there. Okay, we're also going to get rid of our tractor. We're looking for the radiator. Somebody's going to bring one from Chattanooga, I think. If not, call us if you're coming from Chattanooga this way. There's a guy's got a radiator to give us for the tractor. It's about 20 inches wide, 26 inches tall, and 3 inches, you know, you fit in your back seat easily, okay? Look, that's what it looks like right there. So if you're coming from anywhere Ringgold, Georgia area, please give me a call. All right, tonight, July 7th, making babies. God blessed them and said, be fruitful and multiply, be fruitful and multiply. It's all through the Bible. It's a blessing to be able to be fruitful and multiply, okay? God blessed Noah, said, be fruitful and multiply. It's all through the Bible. He made them male and female, male and female, male and female. I think it's pretty clear. There's only 2, by the way. Okay. And he made them male and female. Jesus said the same thing. Mark 10:6, Matthew 19:4. So God in his infinite wisdom gave the command for all life forms to make babies, and he gave the needed equipment and the drive to do so. And just to confuse the atheists, I think he gave an amazing variety of ways for them to do it that they cannot explain with their stupid evolution theory. God gave the command to make babies. You guys have no excuse. Judgment Day. You're going to face God. He's going to say, you couldn't explain how a bumblebee makes babies or a Komodo dragon for tonight. I got a theory. God made so many different kinds of ways to reproduce just so that you can't possibly have an excuse when you stand before him. It had to be designed. He said, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. We should praise God for everything. Praise God for your thumbnail. Aren't you glad it didn't evolve on the bottom? Then you couldn't pick stuff up very well? Huh? How about if you had thumbnails on your nose? Yeah, come on now. Okay. Let's see, the anglerfish. Nobody answered that one, huh? I'd like to see a bunch of young people take one of these creatures we're doing and make a whole website out of it, okay? The tardigrade. Nobody answered that one. The honeybee. Come on, guys. Answer. Go back and watch my video. Tell me how it evolved. 11-year-old could rub the atheist nose in any plant or animal over this. I wish I'd had 3 months to develop all the questions that could be done on this. The watermelon. Nobody answered that. The starfish. The praying mantis. Come on, you guys. You say you have science on your side. Answer my questions. How about the mud skippers? Nobody answered that one. Where'd the atheists go? The beavers. Pretty unusual the way they make babies. Nobody answered that one. What happened? The frog gives birth out of its mouth. This one does. Yep. Come on, guys. The ant. Nobody answered that one. Why not? I'm an octopus. Yeah. See, nobody answered that one. The sponge. Nope. The barnacle. Very unusual method of reproduction. The Venus flytrap. You atheists are strangely silent on this whole series, aren't they? Joe, are you getting any comments on anybody trying to answer any of these questions? How about the needle-beard sea devil? Watch my video and you explain to me how that evolved, okay? You can't answer it. The gooby, nobody answered that one. The electric eel, yeah, that's revolting, shocking experience. What? Okay. The seahorse, how did that evolve? Where the male carries the babies in a pouch on his stomach. See, for a long time, she told him to carry the babies, but he didn't have a pouch, till they all died. They all died for millions of years, till they got a pouch. Come on, atheists, answer the question. The mannequins, nobody answered that one. Let's see, the right whales, the wrong whales, the left whales, the frilled shark, nobody answered that one. The blue whale, the banana slug, nobody answered. The plover. How did they lay their eggs and hatch them up in northern Alaska, and then mom and dad fly to Hawaii, 2,000 miles, open ocean, no place to stop. 2 weeks later, the babies fly to Hawaii and join them. How did that evolve, guys? Come on, let's hear it. The golden plover. Nobody answered it. The porcupine. Yeah, you got to wonder how they get baby. Let's see. Nobody answered. The tarantula we did a couple weeks ago. You guys aren't answering. The Suriname toad gives birth out of their back. The platypus. You guys are strangely silent on these. Come on, call your favorite atheist and say, would you answer Hovind's questions? They're going to say, no, I'm scared of him. Yeah. The kangaroo. Nobody got it. The bacteria. Nobody answered that one either. Now, tonight, the Komodo dragon. I predict nobody's going to answer this one either, so we'll go through it. Komodo is the name of an island between Australia and Vietnam, Indonesia, right there. The Komodo Island. Komodo dragon wasn't even discovered till 1910. It's a big, huge monitor lizard. Back in 1970, they lived in those yellow-colored areas, and now today, 1997, the data only the red areas, so their number is diminishing, and their territory is diminishing. The Komodo dragon is a monitor lizard that belongs to the genus Varanus. Let's see, found in this genus, the only species of Komodo dragon, only one kind, right? Let's see, Komodo dragon is the largest living lizard in the world. Typically weigh 154 pounds, 10 feet long, 366 pounds. Biggest they can get, looks like. 1910, Komodo dragon was first documented by Europeans in 1910. The first two dragons to arrive in Europe were exhibited in a reptile house at London Zoo, 1927. Let's see, earliest observations of these animals in captivity, and this lady developed their behavioral and in a scientific meeting at Zoological Society in 1928. Komodo dragon was the driving factor to make the movie King Kong. Anybody see the movie King Kong? Yeah, made on the Komodo dragon. Now, there's a difference between a monitor lizard and the Komodo dragon. Monitor lizard, they got them divided on half, slightly smaller, Komodo dragon slightly heavier, legs set further back. Who cares, okay? Okay. What animal will never stop growing? Snakes aren't the only animals that keep growing. Lizards, snakes, amphibians, and coral all continue to grow until they die. The scientific name for these creatures is indeterminate growers. They just keep growing. Lizards and alligators have epiphyseal growth that slows when the epiphyses fuse. This is the end of the bones. I meant to bring a thigh bone in here, but I forgot. Okay, let's see. Before the flood, the people lived to be 900. What would happen if an animal that doesn't stop growing lives to be 900? It'd get pretty big. Dinosaurs lived with Adam and Eve in the time before the flood. Quit lying to the kids and tell them they lived millions of years ago. After the flood, things changed. Go to Genesis 11 and read the dates, or Genesis 5 to get the first part. See, there's a part of your bone, epiphyseal, people pronounce it differently, plate right there. At what age, oh, there you go. At what age do these plates close? Growth usually close at the end of puberty. For girls, this is usually 13 to 15. For boys, when they're 15 to 17. There's a growth plate right there. What happens if you break your leg or arm or finger or any bone right through the growth plate? Well, you disturb things, and it may not grow right after that. You have a growth plate at the end of your hip bone. Here's example. Kid has to stand on a block to stand up straight. The growth plate was broken. Well, at 30 psi, I think the world had before the flood came, extra air pressure because of the canopy, and 30% oxygen instead of what we have today. Now it's down to 21%. I think things would grow longer and grow bigger. That's the age of giant everything before the flood. Giant turtles, giant reptiles, giant butterflies, okay? What's the most powerful reptile in the world? Komodo dragon. 10 feet, 200 pounds, the dragon is the world's biggest and most powerful lizard. The dragons attack goats, deer, goats, pigs, dogs, and occasionally humans. And it's cool. When they bite them, they have saliva that is venomous. They used to think it was just bacteria and it got infected. Oh no, they actually secrete venom. Slobbers out of their mouth. Incredibly venomous creatures. Highly poisonous. They will bite and then wait a few hours and the animal dies from all the venom dripping off of their face. Not just saliva with bacteria because they never brush their teeth. Okay. Okay. Do Komodo dragons have poisonous venom? Yep, they sure do. Dispelling what one expert called a scientific fairy tale, new study shows that the fierce lizards ooze venom, not toxic bacteria, into bites to help weaken and ultimately kill their prey. Yep, there they are. Be careful, don't let them bite you. Let's see. 1981, there were 5,000. Now it's only 3,400. Of course, they use this stuff to say, save the dragons. Kill all the people, but save the dragons, right? Okay. How many dragons are left? Only 1,383 now. So they're diminishing quickly. And they may go extinct. I think a lot of animals have gone extinct in the last 4,400 years since Noah's flood. Extinction is the opposite of evolution. Doesn't help you guys at all. Komodo dragons lay anywhere from 20 to 30 eggs. Do Komodo dragons lay eggs? Yep. Komodo dragons do lay eggs. The female of this species goes through a pregnancy period where she are capable of laying over 30 eggs a year. How do you women like to have 30 babies a year? Whew. They don't wear diapers, so that would help. Okay, let's see. This process is quite difficult since they need a certain amount of moisture and heat to make the eggs hatch. This is critical now, watch this. These reptiles don't give birth to live young. Instead, they give birth to eggs and carefully protect and guard them for months before they hatch. Let's see. 30 eggs. The female will lay 15 to 30 eggs, which are quite large in size and are laid in a bowl shape that can hold a great deal of water and moisture. So how does she know, how does that first-time mother know to put her eggs in a place that'll hold moisture and water? Is the mama teaching them this? Oh no, babies are on their own from the day they're born. Let's see, how long do Komodo dragons' eggs take to hatch? Around 8 months. Now wait a minute, you atheists, I want you to explain to me. How does the mother know to put an 8-month food supply in that egg for the baby to grow? Doesn't the mama have to supply that? Baby's got to grow in there for 8 months. What are chicken eggs, 21 days or something like that? How did she know to put that food in there? Is this just evolved too? They develop inside the eggshell. Okay. The eggs are buried in warm sand and guarded by the determined mother Komodo dragon, who keeps a close eye on her clutch at all times. A clutch is a group of eggs. Once the babies begin to emerge, it takes about another month for them to grow larger and develop into baby lizards. So she digs holes in the sand and buries them in a moist sand. Now watch this. How do baby Komodo dragons get out of their eggs? Nevertheless, the eggs are on their own for the first few months until they become fully developed. Hatchling stage. At the end of the wet season, hatchling Komodo dragons will break open their leathery eggshells. Oh, how does the baby know to do that? How does the baby know when to do it? Did this evolve too, all this timing? Their leathery eggshells and tunnel upwards. Wait. How does the baby know which way to go to get out of the nest? See, for millions of years, they all tunneled down. They all died. None of them survived for millions of years. Some of them tunneled sideways. They all died too. Finally, one of them said, I'm going to try tunneling up. Which way's up? We don't know. Pick one. How do they know this? You almost think it was designed, don't you? No, I know you guys don't think that. Komodo dragons reproduce mostly sexually, but females in captivity have been known to produce by parthenogenesis without the need for sperm. They lay a clutch of 15 to 30 leathery eggs in a nest, and there's no maternal care of the young. Oh, we lost connection? Okay. The ability to reproduce both sexually and asexually, watch this now, probably resulted from the Komodo dragon's isolated natural habitat, living as it does on the islands. Oh, so because they live alone on the islands, they just decided to have babies without the daddy. This kind of propaganda, you're certifiably stupid if you believe this happened by chance, okay? Scientific American, strange but true, Komodo dragon shows that virgin birth are possible. Parthenogenesis is a natural form of asexual reproduction in which the growth and development of embryos occur in a gamete without combining with another gamete. It's also known as a virgin birth and takes place in both asexual animals and plants. In animals, parthenogenesis refers to the development of an embryo from an unfertilized egg, while in plants, it's a component process of apomixis. It's pronounced a couple different ways on the internet too. In algae, parthenogenesis can mean the development of an embryo from either an individual sperm or an individual egg. Who needs a man? The article. 20 to 30 eggs are laid camouflaged in camouflage nests and holes. Let's see. The embryo incubate for 7 to 8 months before hatching. Number 4, hatchlings break out of their eggs and lay there for hours before digging out of their nest. How do they know to dig out? Come on now. We know they do it. And in your atheist mind, there's no reason to discuss it because, hey, they do it. No. How did this evolve? In 8 to 9 years, juvenile Komodo dragons will mature into adults that can be 6 to 10 feet long. So the Komodo dragon can reproduce with or without a mate. How did that evolve? The babies are on their own to get out of the egg and find food from day one. How did that evolve? How did they evolve the ability to go up? You atheists, I know you can't answer any of these, but I'm trying to wake you up. You have believed a stupid fairy tale of evolution. Wake up. It's not true. You have a wild imagination. Just imagine. The Komodo dragon came from a rock. Joe, what else can we say to these folks to get them to stop and think how dumb your religion is? Give it up. Listen, it's very simple. There's a God. He made the world. He owns it. And he's going to be your judge one day. We're here trying to help you get ready for that day. You don't know it, but we're the best friends you got. You need somebody to stop, wave a sign, wave a flag. The bridge is out. Stop going this way. Stop. The bridge is out. Okay, any questions or comments? Short one tonight. Komodo dragon. Thank you, Will, for encouraging me to do this one on Komodo dragon. That was quite a research. No comments? Oh, there we go. Can the doc do a making baby segment on the axolotl? Oh, that would be cool. Okay, let me make a note of that. However you pronounce it, axolotl, I think some people pronounce it. Okay, depends if you're in England. They pronounce everything wrong over there. Okay, is that it? Yay. Okay, now all you Christians, I would like you to share this channel with other people. It's growing rapidly. What's it up to now? 18,000? Tell everybody about it. We're on Genesis Baptist Church after they shut us down for no reason and didn't tell us. And all other places also. And so please share this with others. And if you want to come visit, please do. It's free. If you want to support us, please do. We need that. Come on down and see Dinosaur Adventureland. It's an amazing place. Rex, how long have you been here? Year and a half. Oh, another question? Okay. Phoenix, got a question. Why does not mention in the Bible when angels were made? Well, it gives a few clues. We know from, is it Isaiah 14 or Ezekiel 28, where the angels rejoiced when they saw the creation. Well, just look up angels rejoice. We know from Exodus 20 in the 10 Commandments, God made everything in 6 days, everything. We know from either the Ezekiel 28 or Isaiah 14 passage, the angels were created. They're not eternal. So I think there's enough clues in Scripture to say angels were created during those 6 days. And they rejoiced when he laid the foundations of the earth, which was on day 3. So apparently they're made on day 1 or day 2. That's the best I can come up with on that. Okay? Thank you so much. Any more? Yes, sir. Any from here? Questions? All right. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.